Lucky dude, your name speaks for itself, man. It really speaks for itself. That was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, like you're like 40 supply ahead when
Dude,
you
I
when you
was,
yeah
I,
when you came out for the first push.
I
Yeah,
was totally, I totally threw that game. I didn't mind up my main. I should have played a little bit slower, but oh well, it happens.
I mean it was like really good build up, like from the beginning to middle there.
Yeah. What's the map, you guys?
Let's see.
For Winners League, first map since Kyrie
I
wants to go.
think someone posted here. It's a Citadel, Retro, Radiant.
Okay. So
Yeah.
the first map is Citadel?
Yeah.
I just hosted.
What is that Lucky versus remap on Polypoint? What is that for?
Where are you looking at? Where is that?
It's on the general chat. If you like scroll up at 7:16 p.m. Range post up the all the matchup.
Okay. I think some of it was like the ace.
There's
716.
a additional game and Ace ranged versus Moonray.
It's only 2-1.
Yeah, so I thought it was a.
Why are we going into winners?
Yeah, it shouldn't be winners yet.
It's only 2-1.
Well, I mean, it's a 3v3. I thought so. It's just like.
Oh, okay.
You still do best of 5, I thought.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I thought they won all their games.
So it's you versus ranged.
Well, ranged is gone.
Well, yeah, he just went to eat dinner, so somebody's gonna have to take his spot.
Spin the wheel.
I don't have that.
Well, then we can go with the 5th game first. Remap versus Lucky.
Remap versus Lucky.
Okay.
Yeah, we could do that. Okay, I'll host Polypoint then.
And then after that, if still 2-2, then range can play you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Cool. Got it. Oh, then Kyrie's gonna be pissed then. He's gonna have to wait. Okay, I hosted a remap.
No, but the way you ask, man. That's the problem. This is why you're not a mod. Now, let me bring up my chat.
Ozzy, are you streaming?
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not showing you.
On Twitch? I like just turned it on, so maybe I didn't show up yet.
Oh, okay.
But I can hear you. I can hear you listening to my stream.
Oh, I just turned it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of modding people, there's that guy Game GTV asked me for mod, and he's here a fair amount. But he asked me for mod, and then he was backseating, and then Moonrai told him like not to do that because we were playing K-League, and he's like trying to give me advice, and I agree with Moonrai on that. And then he like argued with Moonrai, and I was like, dude, I can't give you mod, then you break my rules, and then argue with my chat. That's not how this works.
Yeah, I admit, like, he wasn't telling you the game, but like,
It's still
can't, like,
principle.
yeah, you can't like give coaching tips like, hey, you forgot a SUV. You know, that's not really fair. Like,
No,
you
I
know?
agree. I actually, because I even pointed that out once when I was playing against Keen or Flying. It was either Keen or Flying. I think it was Flying. And he was doing Muta, and I made 2 cannons, and then SC was in my chat, and he was like, hey, you don't need 2 cannons, he has 1 gas. And I was like, dude, don't do that, man. Like, he was right, too, and that's what bothered me, because I was like, I didn't notice that it was only a single gas, but he gave me, like, good advice. And I was like, And then someone, what do you guys, was like, dude, you had the star senses that game, and I was like, I wish that's what it was, but someone in my chat wanted something out. I don't like it like that either.
Yeah, those are things you got to develop on your own.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
To make sure in game, you have that sense to figure those things out.
Yeah. And like I have started paying attention to it since then, but I just didn't like that it did make the game easier for me. Because it did honestly straight up feel like cheating. Like, I know we're not playing for like money or anything like that, but it's still like, this is a learning environment. We're improving, and we still have like the MMR system and stuff, and yeah, I just didn't like it because it felt a little bit cheap.
Where have you been, dude? How come you couldn't play today?
I'm just not feeling very well. I'm actually taking a break from StarCraft for a while.
Nah, bro. There's no breaks, man. Sorry. Just gotta play through it.
Well, I'm gonna be leaving soon, and yeah, I'm not gonna be playing for like 3 weeks or so, probably. But maybe you can hear it in my voice. I've mentioned this a few times. I've like lost my voice for no particular reason, just from like not eating or sleeping, or the weather changes or whatever it is. Where am I going? I'm going to DC for a week. But other than that, I just kind of want to break from streaming and StarCraft and all that stuff, because I've done a lot the last couple months. I just feel like I need a little bit of a break. No, I haven't had a cold or anything. I haven't been sick at all. I don't know why I lost my voice. But it's more like I think my physical health is a bit down, and it's like affected my mental health because of my physical health too. So I'm actually gonna be like focusing on exercising a lot and running a lot and stuff again. Because my sleep's been really, really bad. Yeah, when I don't exercise enough, I start sleeping poorly, and then my like mental health deteriorates as well. So we're gonna minimize screen time and do a lot of running and exercising. Man, we're up to 3 vultures with no tank started. Not like super dangerous in this case, but these goons could have been on this bunker for a very long time. Let's pick off 1 vulture there. I might be afraid to walk forward in case there were like mines in front of the bunker at this point, because he knows there's a bunch of vultures in the field. Okay, well, this vulture came back and died. Okay, this is kind of a rough start for a remap. Also looks like we're doing DT drop. Probably the other reason we didn't want to get like pressure too much with the goons, I guess. Risk them getting picked off and getting pushed when he's going for a DT drop. Yeah, I agree with that. We have 3 turrets coming down. Oh, this vulture actually gets in, so we're gonna see it. We see the shuttle, and we're gonna see the archives. So now we know exactly what's happening. We can prep for this. Kinda lucky, or lucky should not have let that happen. Now we can prep properly. I wouldn't even mind seeing like a second turret, like a little bit further up here or something for protecting. But I mean, as long as your units are like on top of it, it's fine. Yeah, the game should be over. Yeah, we pulled the SCVs to like body block as well. Academy's almost done. We're elevatoring. Game's up here, so actually, one tank goes down. Second tank goes down. Oh no. Oh no. These DTs are actually like, oh, they should be in vision. Yeah. Yeah, DTs go down. Okay, we're good. I mean, losing the tanks obviously sucks quite a bit. Third base coming down for Lucky. This tank's gonna die. Okay, good body block. Dude, remap. Okay, I can't believe Lucky didn't pounce on that. Well, there's no eco damage taken, really. There's like only like a few SCVs. Yeah, no, that tank range is crazy. But supplies, kind of even still. I mean, we have 3 units out for remap. Third base coming down. I mean, it's still like fine for Lucky. He is a little bit further behind than he would normally be. Again, comes down, we see the Stargate, but that's like pretty typical. Arbiter follow-up to DTs. We're not making SCVs though, that's like the only thing that is kind of not so good. Okay, there we go. I swear all the Terrans I watch are like always cutting SCVs like crazy. I understand like sometimes you need to cut SCVs, but if you have 1,000 minerals, then go ahead and make some SCVs too. We have +1 armor on the way. No starport starting here, going up to 5 factory. If we were going to see a third, I'd like to have seen it by now as well, because we've been floating over 400 minerals for like a very long time. He wants to go for a push. Kinda iffy. Definitely needed to be saving scans if we planned on a push. Yeah, what's up, game? We were just talking about you. And what an excellent mod you've been. Yeah, I figure it has to be a push. But my point just being that we've been over 400 minerals for like long enough to have finished a command center by now without ever dipping below 400. So I feel like in that case it has to have been better, right? to have just taken the 3rd CC. Expand behind your push even. We only have 3 scans. Although we haven't started the Arbiter yet. And now we started it. We just use 2 more scans. I mean, if we go for a push, we're going to be doing it without scans. Here we go. No, I'm not playing today. I didn't want to play, but the person that was streaming had to step away, so I just took over. Just to be streaming it, spectating it. Actually, the only reason I started my stream is because when Range quit, Nomad told me to go stream. And I was like, okay. Pretty much it. And I really wish we just dropped the 3rd CC behind this. Like, I don't mind this push at all, considering how the game has been. Like the opener. I just don't see a reason not to have taken a 3rd behind it as well. Yeah, Lucky's just gonna clean this up. I have a lot left over. And there's nothing for us to fall back on. We have no additional tech, we have no 3rd. Lucky's Arbiters are out now. And now we start our 3rd. You guys see what I mean? Like, we could have just had this 3rd so long ago. Already up. Gonna get pushed through. Remap's pretty much dead. I mean, he has like nothing going for him behind this. 3rd and 4th, in fact, yeah. We're pretty dead. He held the DT drop like really well, like he scouted it. I even got a few probe kills after scouting it. Held it off. I mean, I say really well. He lost 3 tanks to... It was 2 DT, 4 Dragoons, and he lost 3 tanks and a few SCVs, so I guess I shouldn't say he held it really well. But we definitely had a big window to have expanded much, much sooner and make use of that before this push, I feel. But now, it just feels like we're so far behind. Like, our 2-2 is going to be incredibly late. I guess lucky... There's our forges. We got 1 forge spinning right now. But, I mean, he's been on 4 base for a while. Going up to 5. Wanted to take a 6th. Have enough energy for a recall soon if we want to do that. Setting up recall defense, but... Lucky's just going to outgrow him too much, I feel. Or already has. Might also just be planning on stasis. But we still only have 1 Arbiter after a DT rush. So a little bit late, or like slow on the Arbiter kind of mass there, but I think it's fine. Getting some free units there. Imagine 2-2 has started, yes. Maybe he goes for a recall. He like actually commits to it. Could be good for a remap. Well, sometimes mine suck, huh? Yeah, no, that was really good. Just a big throwaway there from Lucky. Lost one Arbiter. This one's kind of stuck up here for a while. Get our third. We kind of need to quickly take a fourth. Okay, there we go. Yeah, 4 CC coming down. Okay, I actually really like this for remap a bit now. Like, that recall was really good for him. And we're actually getting our eco up and our double upgrades are running, so... maybe there's a chance here. Also, you can tell who I'm rooting for. I just don't know Lucky. I'm not even on a team. But I feel like I'm always rooting for Terran players anyway. I am Trader Protoss. My man. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's because Terran's the underdog. I don't know, I just kind of respect Terran players, I think. For the most part. Or I like a lot of them. Wolfix is a cool guy. Love Snow's cool, albeit a moron. We got I think Remap's a really cool guy. Gypsy's Gypsy, you know? Love Snow is cool. Yeah, I think he's kind of cool. He's just kind of dumb. He's cool, but he's dumb, and we love him for it. He's like the he's like the family dog. That's how I feel about Love Snow. What do we say here? Remap has a, oh yeah, Remap absolutely has a chance to come back. Is that the only Arbiter we have that just came out? Okay, there we go. I was like, there's no way. I mean, Remap's up to 4 base right now. What are we at? 6 total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, going up to 7. Yeah, 2, 2, 3, 3 on the way. We're maxed out, like... Yeah, we failed another recall. I mean, we have no storm or anything, like... Honestly, the Deathball push from Remap without storm... We have enough for 2 stasis. No more Arbiters on the way. I mean, Lucky's eco is huge, right? The hard part would be counterattacks from Lucky, I feel like. Like, the easiest way for Lucky to win at this point, with his, like, bank and how much more money he has, is you don't really want to fight Terran head-on. You want to create a bunch of, like, scrappy fights and stuff, like skirmishes. That's what you want. As Protoss, in this situation, like, skirmishes are way better. If you try to fight like head-on into this death ball, he's gonna wait for 3-3. Then you could just get absolutely crushed and run through. Oh, sorry, we're just going 3-2. But yeah, I mean, whatever. It's fine. You can kind of tell, like, the way Lucky's positioning, it looks like he doesn't want to fight head on. You can do like some small fights, I guess. Like we're at 7,000 minerals. You just don't want to like lose everything. But it's gonna be hard to whittle remap down because he has like a pretty decent bank as well. Well, we're gonna take this fight uphill. EMP, what did we get? We just got one of the arbiters, so we have one stasis here, almost two. I think we took that fight like right before our 3 attack as well. Should be finishing very soon. The funny part to me is we're kind of fighting over like this space, which really isn't like super important. Like it does have like push potential down here, but this is kind of what I meant. Like Lucky fighting head on into this death ball is so dangerous. Yeah, without storms too. Like it was just Zealot Dragoon against 2-2 mech, which is now 2-3 mech. And like, look at that, right? Like, look at the bank. That one fight was so much in Remap's favor that we're even on bank now with supply. Like, it cut down Unlucky's bank by like 3,000.
Can somebody share?
Yes. I got you.
Ozzy's streaming it.
Oh,
I'll screen share you so you don't have the delay too. You should split map and sit. Yeah, I think at this point, like, I mean, you can push into this position and you can expand these spots as well at the same time. Because like pushing here is also defending top right. Yeah, so Lucky's gonna go for the counterattacks now. We get like a pretty good stasis here.
yeah.
Yeah, we didn't move our army in time, so not too bad. Just one tank. But losing this base or like this position is not really that important to remap right now. The best thing in this, like for Lucky here about this, it's like denying this base is like obviously like pretty decent, but the biggest thing is we're creating skirmishes so it can trade off our army a bit better. Because like now you have like Terran retreating and they're like down here in pieces. Like the thing about Terran, as most of you guys know, is like once it's late game like this and you have like the big 2-3 mech, then they just trade so well. So the more you split them up, the more it kind of takes away that advantage a little bit. Yeah, I see this like fighting here, like now Remap's way down on supply even though he killed a base. But he did like re-secure another mineral base. As long as he can stabilize here, then it's still fine. It needs to be stabilized like now. We have like another big chunk of army coming. Lucky going with the no storm style Protoss.
Everyone says Arbiter's style is bad, but I don't know that that's true.
I love Arbiter style.
I think maybe once you get to like mid to high S rank, then maybe. Because Terrans are just way more patient, and they build turrets, and they put science vessels in the right spots, and they don't. And they spread their
That's why. That's exactly why. Because versus good Terrans, you're just not going to do this. Like it's just not going to work.
Right.
They're
You
gonna
just go 3-3 and then split the map.
What's up, Legend?
Yeah, they just put mines everywhere, and what can you do? They hit every arbiter with EMP. It's like,
Well, I felt like this was going
really
good for
hard.
remap, but this counterattack, like we just never quite took care of this properly. Sad. Hi, Ice.
Sad. Lucky undefeated today. So far.
So are you.
True.
Yeah, for one game that took 40 minutes. I thought I was gonna lose that game.
Y'all need the ace match now, or was that it?
That's it.
No, that's it. Think we go to winners?
yep. And Kyrie said he wants to go first, so He already said it.
He just wants to play and leave.
All right, Kava, let's go up.
Why only Kava?
Maybe because Lucky's already played.
Has Exit hasn't even played yet this season, right? I like how much he's complaining about MMR when he's not even playing.
Exactly. Exactly. I totally agree, dude.
Like I said, I personally don't. Yeah, I'm not saying his point's invalid. I'm just surprised he cares if he's
The
not
reason
playing.
why his point to me is invalid is because sometimes they have to take a member from K League to go play Pro League. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, did I miss the game starting?
Oh man, sorry, you didn't join.
Yeah, my bad. I was tabbed out. I didn't even see y'all mink.
I can stream for you. I don't know if you want to watch that, but
yeah, just stream it on Discord. I'll share Discord on my stream, I guess. Oops. Hey guys, we're gonna watch through Moonrise stream this time.
it's a ZVZ, so it'll be quick.
Perfect. Well, we were talking about adding deterioration anyway, but I think he's more worried about like how it affects his points and stuff.
Right, I understand that, but I mean, it's not. I don't know. They're not even playing their main race, so like, I don't see what would be the issue.
Yeah.
His Zerg isn't 2300 like his
No,
Terran
Kyrie
is.
is definitely not. But like Jayun and Dragon Zerg is, or at least Dragon's PV or ZVP is super good. But so I mean, I agree. Yes, there's a lot of variation. The thing about it is like, I don't know. I just don't care. Like even if you look at it from K Leaguers, like obviously we have a ton of variation. Like, what if some guy from K League comes in and plays one day and he's like really good, and another guy comes in and plays one day and he's really bad? Like, are we gonna complain about that too? Like, who cares?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, dude, like,
The whole
I
point
don't-
is to be able to play more games. Like,
Yeah.
so
exactly. That's the whole point. Is to play with good people
I
and
mean,
get the practice in.
I'm
so.
happy with the variety of players. Like I don't like that we're always playing with the same like 8 people every single week. I want different people too.
Right.
Me personally too, dude, like I like to what is that? Like I want to play better people than me. Like some people don't enjoy that, but I do.
Well, that's why what I was
Like,
saying. The only thing that'll bother me about it is if they come in off racing and they're getting smashed over and over again. Then it's like, all right, stop doing that. That's the only
Yeah.
time I would care.
You obviously can't play that race.
Yeah.
Kyrie actually hit Z with, or S with Z?
Did he?
That's what Nomad said.
He likes the Clap City, but wait, what was that?
So they both did
Learning
12
side.
hatch. Same exact build. We actually might have a long game.
I can't imagine Kava losing Kyrie Zerg,
Surely, right?
but
Is that why you sent him out?
I sent him out because I couldn't play,
Oh,
and I
okay.
don't know if Lucky wanted to play or not. But
I mean, I don't know. Is Exa gonna be mad at me that I'm not playing for a few weeks when I'm ranked number 2 right now?
I mean, I don't care what Exit thinks. He doesn't play either, so
Well, that was what I said earlier.
he kind of suck it.
I was like,
In my opinion.
that's what I told Moonrise. I think it's really funny that Exit's complaining about MMR when he hasn't even played yet this season. NAKR is North America Korean team. It's a bunch of Koreans living in North America with their own clan. It's the most racist clan in America.
Yeah, all Koreans.
ZVZ don't like it because it's mainly Muta Scourge and plus my worst matchup. You just Ling all in every game. Just go 3 hatch Ling every single game.
But like Kyrie has more drones, but Kava definitely has more links.
Cross positions on this map is pretty far.
Yeah, no problem, dude. Yeah, it is. It is actually really far.
I forget what I wrote down.
Like a minute and a half.
No, it's
No, I'm trolling.
37 seconds.
Oh, it's not that bad. Radion's
It's
worse.
2 seconds. 2 seconds less than Radeon cross spawn, and Retro cross spawn is also 39 seconds. Both Radeon and Retro.
You know, they both kind of seen how many lings each other had. Like, I wonder, like, could it be good to just build like a sunken? So you can just keep building drones.
I've always, I mean, yeah, I've actually kind of wondered about that too. Like, if someone makes
Kava
it
gonna
tunneling,
just win right here.
yeah, the game's over.
Yeah, it's over. Wow.
How did he know that it was good to attack in?
He counted.
I have no idea.
Oh, he just counted the lanes.
Wow.
Does Kava have Spire?
Yeah, he's got Mutas making.
He already has 5 mutas. Kyrie has none.
This is why ZVZ is like crazy to me. Like, they can have the exact same opener and be the same supply, and then one person just crushes the other person randomly.
Yeah. Crazy.
Like, Kyrie was like the same supply. There's like a 1 supply difference when that fight started.
He made more drones though. Maybe
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
a bit too greedy.
That's kind of why I like sort of I sort of was wondering the same thing as Moonrise. Like, if you want to make those extra like 3 drones, then shouldn't you like make 1 sunken or something when you see the Ling? Like, isn't that like an okay trade-off to make 3 drones and then 1 sunken, or is that just too much
Absolutely,
money?
because your economy is going to be better and it protects you from dying to a ling all in.
Yeah, but that would translate into what? Like 3 drones, 150, then another 125, so it's like 275. So we're looking at what, 12, 14 lings about? I mean, that's a lot of lings actually. Tempo wise, in the long run, yes. Tempo wise, not. Yeah, and I do agree with that. Like, when I do like the fastest 1v1s against those people that are like pro fastest players, they always do like Forge Nexus, and then I just do like Dragoons and do lower eco but with more tempo and like pressure, right? The style's like so much more comfortable. The problem with ZVZ is if you go for tempo and you don't get an advantage off of your tempo, then it seems to like you're just so far behind because you're like 2 drones down.
Oh shit.
I mean, Kari's actually like still kind of in it, it seems like.
He actually is.
Do you have mutas?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 8
I mean,
to
8 supplies down. Is he mining his natural?
yeah, it's 8 to
Oh
10.
wow.
8 mutas to 10 mutas right now.
Oh! Is that good to kill overlords of Scourge? Seems like it wouldn't be.
I see them do this a lot. To me, it sounds like it should be bad, but I see people doing it all the time, so...
Well, I guess it's a larva thing, right? So
It's a larva thing, and you're trading
limited by larva.
25
if
minerals,
you
75
break
gas.
out- I mean, Scourge are pretty cheap, but
Mhm.
ideally you'd want to kill the overlords with your muta and not your Scourge.
Yeah,
Well,
you
Kava has he has 4 more mutas in this attack.
Uh-oh, these 2 overlords in the middle are dunzo.
Yeah.
sure you don't want to kill him with Scourge?
Oh, those
Oh,
are
that was
good
bad.
connections.
Yeah, that was really bad for
Oh,
Kava.
absolutely.
Really good connections.
Kyrie's
Kava's on your
is
team.
actually a lot better than you would think.
Kava's on your team range. You call those bad connections?
Bad connections for Kava.
Yeah,
That's what I meant.
you said
And
good.
yes, Kava's on my team.
Yeah.
What is happening?
I think Kava's losing.
I can't tell.
Wow, dude. Kava has 4 mutas. Kyrie has 5. He won that.
It's Kava's reinforcements are coming, but this is surprising, yeah. Oh! Wow, wow.
You got some Jaedong in here. Oh, spoke too soon.
Can't we just randomly hit an overlord?
Oh! Scourge versus Scourge action.
It's a big drone advantage, right? For Kava, I think. I would just pull off a gas to mine minerals because he doesn't have enough minerals to spend his gas.
No, he doesn't have any drones. He's
He
making
just
them.
built drones.
Yeah.
I'm so confused about what's actually happening.
I think Kyrie's in a lot of trouble. His ego's just not good enough. But we also
Somehow,
don't have
though,
enough
he
muted.
keeps connecting with all the mutas. Oh my god, dude. He keeps killing his mutas. Shit.
You gonna get that one?
Nah, it's gonna get away.
It's crazy. Like, if you were an AI and you had perfect, you could just do whatever you want, perfect micro, you could just put 1 Scourge on each muta,
Mm-hmm.
and then they just have, like, what, 10 HP left or something?
Does Kyrie have any upgrades
Yep.
on his muta?
Yeah, like have them like all split perfectly so they don't get hit with like bounces.
We have upgrades on Kyrie's muta?
No,
No.
neither
Okay.
one.
So it seems like Kava is still ahead.
Yeah,
He's ahead in supply, so
Gotta mean something.
somehow though, Kyrie's like still managing to. Oh my
God.
god, he got him.
I just can't catch a break on the muta micro versus Scourge here.
8. 14. 7. No, they have equal drones.
Kyrie's actually up 1 drone.
where's all this additional supply for
It has to be.
Kava
We
then?
have like way more muta. Yeah, I love these Scourge. These like random 1 and 2 Scourge that are flying all the way across the map and killing Muta every single time.
Dude, he's just straight sniping. He's like sniping him off.
Thing is, Kyrie has this big gas bank, so if he could actually spend it, he would be way ahead, but he... Yeah, we're just like not
You
mining
should
enough
take
minerals.
like maybe 2 off one of the gas just to like catch up. Maybe that's why he keeps
Yeah,
making all the
because if
skirts.
he had 5 more mutas right now, he'd be in a really good position.
Yeah. I mean, that one extra
9.
drone is eventually going to make a difference. Do we have,
11.
do we have any lings for... Not really.
You just get more mutas.
No,
Well,
Scourge
he
on
did
Scourge.
lose a lot of Scourge.
Yeah, I think we had multiple Scourge going to 1 Scourge. For Lava there. Good old ZVZ.
Well, I didn't mean to upset anyone by allowing the off race thing. Didn't seem like a big deal to me,
I mean,
but
we've done it multiple
maybe-
times.
You didn't upset anybody.
well,
like-
obviously I did.
No, I mean, you upset like one person.
Thanks, Taryn. Appreciate that, man.
We'll just wait till ALT gets on, talk about it, or Jayan really. Jayan's the ultimate, has the ultimate say, doesn't he?
I think technically it's Zen.
Zen seems pretty inactive though, so
Yeah, he's like taking a break from the scene as well.
he came back for like a K-League or two, but he was saying the K-Leagues are just run too long for him.
Yeah. Yo, Taryn, good luck. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it, man.
What the fuck is going on here, dude?
These like random hit squats from Kyrie keep getting value. Like we just lost two drones.
Base trade?
No, I think this is like 2 Scourge.
Oh, I'm so confused.
Probably has like a ton of minerals now.
Because he keeps picking stuff off, he's actually ahead in supply.
Dude, is Kava gonna lose from here? Every single time Kava like moves, Trap shows up behind him. Like this entire game. Crazy.
Yeah, Kava has to do something now because he lost too many drones.
He's gonna lose this. Holy shit. He's lost, dude. Wow, bro.
That's crazy.
I'm not understanding how.
It was the hit squads, man.
It really was. These Scourge got value the entire game too.
Wow, dude. Wow, bro.
Yeah, game's over. The second time the game is over. Dude, Scourge AI is the worst, man.
I really don't know what happened this game. Just
Is it time for the Kyrie all kill?
Jesus Christ, dude. Wow.
It's rough.
What's the next map? Retro?
Yeah.
Okay.
Protoss is awful. I believe that. My least favorite part of StarCraft game is when it ends. Nice, you're a terrible liar. And just a terrible person in general.
Password.
2A.
1A/2A. Password is 2A. 1A, password 2A. Who's up?
Oh no, Lucky's not in here. I messaged him.
I think this is a good map for P, right?
No.
Against Zerg?
Against Zerg, it's not the best.
Yeah. It kind of sucks against Zerg.
Why is that? You have so many bases. Zerg can't take that many bases.
They can contain you really easy.
Yeah, it's
Oh, okay.
pretty easy to contain. You got this small opening out of your natural, and then the other one's like uphill, right? And then if you do get out, it's like really hard to break Zerg third as well, because like third and fourth are both uphill as well with these little ramps.
Yeah, once they get lurkers up there, it's really hard to bust. But it's kind of the same for Protoss too.
Yeah, that's
Once
true.
you get your third, it's hard for them to bust. But the ball is in Protoss court to bust.
Mhm.
Like once Zerg hits Hive Tech, they're at an advantage. So, well, I guess not necessarily, but I still disagree with Hawk about that. Like, I think if you split the map as Protoss, it's good.
He said splitting map is bad for toss?
He thinks Zerg is more cost efficient long term, so in that case, you wouldn't want to split map because that means you lose. Like cost efficiency wise, but I think it's the opposite. I think Defiler, Lurker, Link, it's high value, but I think Reaver and Storm is much more value.
Yeah, like Hive Tech is good value initially, but once you get to Reaver Storm, Hive Tech is irrelevant, almost. Actually, not even almost, just Hive Tech is just really bad against Reaver Storm. Like Zerg is bad against Reaver Storm.
Well, I think he likes to cite the what's that the graphs that the data like that they analyzed that shows that Protoss only like the biggest win spike is in the mid game, and then if they fall off, like they lose a lot early game and late game, but
that's only because a lot of Protosses don't play the turtle style.
yeah.
I think if that was like really normal for Protoss to practice that and do that often, I think Protoss would have a really high win rate late game. But most Protosses won't do that. They'll just stay on like the ground and pound army.
I win more late game than I do the rest of the time.
Yeah. Most of my wins are pre-Hive Tech. Almost all of my wins actually are pre-Hive Tech. When I can have when you got that Goon Storm, like battering ram.
I can never
ball.
seem to break Zergs with that.
That's most of my wins, yeah.
Like especially if Zerg stays on their tech. Like if Zerg stays on their tech, you don't want to be attacking anyways, right?
Well, against Lair Tech, Goon Storm's really, really good. Like that's when you can break them, is if they're staying on Lair Tech against that. If you're on 3 gas and you get like the big death ball of like Goon Storm, then it beats Lair Tech.
Yes, but at the same time, if you lose your if you don't really have to attack if they're staying on their tech because your Dragon Templar is more cost efficient, right?
So you're saying to do
like,
what instead? Like, am I still watching the? Oh. So you're saying it'd be better to like just keep expanding and stay on Goon Storm while expanding?
It just depends. Like it's all based off of scouting, right? If the Zerg isn't making drones and teching and they're just building units, then and you have the superior army composition, then why attack, right? Because you could risk losing.
Okay. I see it a little bit different, but I do understand what you're trying to say as well.
How do you see it?
I just see it as, I mean, just my experience is I usually kill them if they stay on their attack.
Just kill them. Yeah.
If I get... Oh, he just quits?
Oh
Okay.
boy.
What the fuck is going on, dude?
Well, it's just me now.
That's
Well,
what
up to you, bro. What's the next map?
Rock, this is... It's a K-League, but it's not just for NAKR, no.
Radion. Great.
Radion?
I have not practiced this map whatsoever.
It's called a K-League. We do, like, North American, like,
All right.
Pro League,
Good luck.
the same as they do in the ASL,
Good luck,
or in Korea. True, Nomad. But yeah, so I'm not playing tonight. I stepped in because they needed someone to observe and stream, so I started doing it. But basically, what K-League is we have like a group of people that are all like high B, low A, mid A kind of range of MMR. And then there's like the higher league called the NA Pro League, where they have like Gypsy and Jaeyoon and Kyrie when he's playing his main, Hawk, Artosis, like all the like good S rank players. Yeah, Range is pretty good. Ranged and Kava are both like decent. Like they're both like high A, really low S. But yeah, what we end up doing, Rock, is we do yeah, Crossy plays in Pro League. So we get like team captains, we pick teams, we do like a set of 1v1s, and then like the team with the most wins like wins that first round, and then we do like all kill format, which is what they're doing now. So whoever wins keeps going until the other team runs out of players. And if one team wins the Pro League and then another team wins the all kill format, then they do like a Super Ace, which if Kyrie wins this, it will go to Super Ace. Range has to beat 3 people in a row, where his team loses this round, and then they're going to do a Super Ace. Yeah, well... Yeah. There's 3 NAKRs playing tonight. I don't understand why you would ever 10 gate. Yeah, me neither. I do it all the time. I do it all the time and I don't think it's good. The only time I kind of don't mind 10 gate is actually like a case like this. I think 10 gate against overpull crawl spawn is way better than going 9 gate. He's actually gonna go... We're gonna save for the Nexus here. Yep. Overpull is like the most common opener. ZVP. Also a clan named Kimchi. They have good players. Also, I don't know, mostly of the Mercurians. Okay. You can tell Kari's not super comfortable with Zerg because we actually left the main with those lings, and you would never do that. Like, not in this case. If he was, like, still flooding lings, then yes, like, he'd come back and break the front with it, but... He had, like, what, 5 lings or 4 lings in the main, and we actually just ran back to, like, fight with him at the front. Ugh. Kind of sucks a little bit to lose the one probe. Yeah, we had this hidden probe here, and we're gonna see that there's like no, like, you check the drone count here. I'm gonna check the drone count here. See the 2 lings. If we see the drone count here, maybe he wants to push out. I know pushing out right now with these amount of zealots when you see like the low ling count. Hey, what's up, Alvaro? Is this the remaster? Yes, it is. But like push out, like if you have the ling across the map, I really like pushing out and having the probe. I think I said ling, but if you have the probe across the map and kind of seeing how many lings are like hatching, right? So you can preemptively turn around if you need to avoid losing your zealots. But yeah, so he's gonna push out now, right? And we have this probe that's like kind of scouting around. We see like the drone count. We see that there's only these 2 lings. 2 colonies are now being forced out. He's gonna have to make lings now. So like obviously you want to do this so Zerg can't just keep like droning freely. Actually canceled his creeps. Wish I could see the +1 timing. Getting this caught out is bad. Yeah, no, that's kind of what I was saying was like moving out to make them make the lings and then coming back home is what I mean. Like you have the probe out so you can like see the lings being made. Because sometimes they'll like call your bluff, but if you have the probe scouting, then you can like make sure the lings are being made and then turn back around. Otherwise, you just like kind of walk across, let the overlord see your zealots come, can kind of like park here to make them think you're still coming, and then turn around. Just make them make the lings. But yeah, you definitely don't want to lose them. Like if you lose them before your +1 speed, then you lose so much value on these zealots. It's actually a really bad habit of me, is overcommitting my zealots before I have my +1 in speed. So like these are gonna die. And the reason this is so bad for toss is because when these die, and you're on like the 1 and 2 gateways here, Zerg can just make like 15 drones, 20 drones, and there's like nothing you can do about it right now. You just had your like zealot count's been reset, so you have no pressure on the map. You have no presence anymore. The way it was described to me that makes really good sense is you're making zealots to force the Zerg to make Zerglings. But if the Zerg make Zerglings to kill your zealots, and then they get to kill your zealots, then Zerg accomplished what they wanted to do. Like, that's way better for Zerg. Because now, we have all these lings left over, and what do we have? We have 5 zealots right now. So, we see, yeah, look, a bunch of drones coming out. Like, look at the saturation now, because we lost these zealots now. And so we're gonna have +1 in speed, finishing, like, very, very shortly. But we're gonna have half as many zealots as we would have. And you could still have forced those lings by just walking across the map and turning around. It would have essentially accomplished the same thing. It's definitely something I need to start doing more often, and I've started practicing keeping my zealots alive, but still pressuring, just like having the presence of the zealots on the map to force a reaction so they can't just drone so freely. So now we got these +1 zealots, and they're going to trade really well. But like I said, like look, we have 5 zealots instead of what, like 12, 13, whatever it would have been, which would have actually like run through this, right? Even if you had all those lings that the zealots killed, it would be way more efficient. We have the spire coming down now. This is why I feel like it's... Even if I'm against Hydra, I hate skipping Corsair. Like, I hate it. Because you don't know what's happening behind this. You don't know what the layer timing is for, like, lurkers. You don't know if the spire's coming down. Yeah, even if I knew someone was skipping Hydra, I would... or, layer, I still feel like I'd want to get, like, a late Stargate anyway. Just for scouting, if nothing else. Yeah, this is looking really good for Kyrie. Exit's gonna get so mad. Guns give you nightmares? Why is that? Yeah, see, here we go. Vita swap got, what, 2-3 Templar? I didn't quite see. I think it was 3. Maybe more, because I wasn't looking from the beginning. We got 3 storms pushing out now. If Kari just slams Hydra for the rest of the game, then he is in great shape, I feel like. I'm here looking to see if maybe we can find some more High Templar. I did tell Range that Goonstorm destroys Hive Tech. But also said that's with 3 gas. But I mean, yeah. Like, there you go. We just kind of like smashed through that. Setting up for a 3rd gas while doing this. It's so funny because I just had this conversation with Ranged where he was like, I feel like if they're on Lair Tech and we're on Goonstorm, you can just like chill because you have the better army composition. And I was like, no, just go kill them. Well, here we are. We're just killing them. We are out of storms though, so we don't want to like overstay without storm. Waiting off the goons kind of hurts a bit without storms, but I mean, we're so far ahead in supply, it's totally fine. On 1-1 upgrades, which is decent. A little bit of our army staying behind, but yeah, you don't want to fight into this so much without your storms. But you don't need a lot of storm at this point. But the reason 3 gas is so good for this composition is so you can pump like several Templar with your like mass goon. Did they get a good reaction? Okay. Got 1 storm off. It's a pretty good storm too. That's gonna be good enough to clean this up. 3rd base finishing up for range, so it's looking really good for range now. We're up 50 supply. No hive on the way. Gonna be like mass Hydra here. Or just spinning probably +2 attack. I really like going double forge after my 2nd upgrade. Yeah, Kyrie's macro wasn't there. He had like a really high drone count pretty early, so I don't quite know what he did wrong. I wasn't really watching him that much. He did make a lot of muta. Like a lot of muta. Because he made 2 rounds of muta. For Templar sniping. Backing down this bridge is not advisable, but at this point, range is like fine. Like, there's no pressure on him to do anything. He can just kill him, but we made more muta. Crazy. I mean, you can just fight this dude. Yeah, we can kill this. I think we're being a little overly scared, kind of overestimating the Hydra here. Also, a few more Templar. Half of our army isn't fighting, and it's still fine. The thing is, when I see them making like a bunch of muta like this, it also means they're not making lurkers. And when they're not making lurkers, you can keep mixing in zealots into this too, pretty comfortably. I mean, we are losing a lot of high Templar, but like, you kind of see what I mean? Like, look how many Templar he's pumping out with all these goons as well, because we're on 3 gas now. I mean, you can just fight this. Who needs Storm? They did go +2 armor. I already went +2 attack. I don't actually know what you're supposed to go. I always go double forge after my 1-1. It's probably armor. That does actually sound right to me. Additional storms coming in. I mean, these trades are fine. Like, we're not killing Kyrie, but he's not advancing either. We're still just on layer here. There's like a pretty good storm here, so we'll clean the rest of these Hydras up. 4th base starting here. Kind of surprised we didn't go for this one, to be honest. Armor always? Okay. I just like going for the 2-2. This muta killed the Dragoon? Like, what happened here? Was it even possible? This game is over. Like the spotter pylon here sees the hatchery come down. There's double forge now. He hung in there, but I mean, it's over too. We made more. We made another round of mutas. He ain't giving up on the Templar sniping. Oh, actually, yeah, this will be for this year. We're not gonna have the cannons up in time. That's kind of annoying. I still would have rather taken this 4th, just because it's like really close to our rallies as well. Yeah. Range can go kill him whenever he wants. Still no lurkers either. Like, worried about these Muta being overly annoying. I mean, they are being annoying. It cost us like 1,000 storms. He just gets all this stuff together and goes. Kyrie's dead. I kind of feel like that was the last game they played as well. Range could have killed him like for about 20 minutes straight before he finally finished him off. Upgrades. I mean, we're 3-2 versus 0-2. Lakers are started now, finally. We already have 2 observers, bunch of Storm, Goon. We'll kill this base and then... I would say Kyrie would just GG after, but... Yeah, we'll just make more lurkers. He ain't a quitter. Boss has more bases than us. Fox says we can win this. Okay, observer down. If that storm is actually hitting that, that's crazy. Is he intentionally BM or what? I don't know. I don't know anything about Kyrie, but yeah, he did do it last game. Pretty much the same thing. Game's like super over. He knows that Toss has more bases than him. Yeah, you typically want to try and spread so you're getting stored 1 lurker at a time. We have 2 storms up here, almost 3, along with these cannons. Storm? Storm? Okay, doesn't matter. We'll also lever our probes. It's fine though. Okay, we got up to learn Hive Tech, I guess. Range, just kill him. Just kill him. I think we're going. I think we're doing it. Storm on the sunken. For who? Have none as an observer. Like he mined his 3rd out. Does it have less resources or something? How do we mine our 3rd out before our natural? Saturated it a lot better, I guess. Go for the counterattack. Not much to say at this point. Z. Do we just quit? I kind of agree. Like, the game's so over. For so long. It's crazy. You guys are the BM now. Deserved. I mean, I kind of agree with Worst on this one.
What?
Just, Kyrie doesn't leave when the game's, like, ridiculously over for so long. He did it last game against you, too.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to make a comeback.
Yeah. But it's like
And it
when
was
you're...
actually working a little bit.
No, it wasn't even close. You were, like, triple a supply.
Oh,
Yeah, the Polypoid game, you were max with 4k bank and he was at 60 supply, trying to protect his mineral only. I know it like seemed like it was close, but
I can never tell with Zerg.
I know
they
it,
could just have a million units.
well, that's the thing
That's
from
what's
like
so scary about
from your
attacking.
perspective. Yeah, I know from your perspective like why you were being cautious. Like I totally got it.
What's the next map? Range?
Apocalypse.
It's either you or me, remap. What do you want to
Yeah.
do?
Up to you, man. I don't really care.
I'll go, dude. I don't really
Yeah.
like this map, but I'll play it.
Okay.
Everyone knows Nam is BM. Kava, do you think I'm BM? Is that true? I don't think I'm very BM. Low-key BM? I'm like jokingly BM. Don't get me wrong, I don't fault Kyrie for like going for a comeback there, or in the Polypoid game. We get a channel points thing for 2k point. What is that? Aussie BMs, like a redeem where I talk trash. I'll think about it. But I understand like going for a comeback in some cases, right? Because like obviously. Like, I'm big on, like, playing for comebacks, too. I do it all the time. But, like, I don't fault people for trying. But, there are, like, some situations where you, like, Kyrie's a good enough player that he knows that it's not winnable, even if he is, like, better than the other player, right? Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Like, Kyrie should know after a certain point when it's, like, was it 4 base versus 3 base? Wait, what? But I'm thinking like of the Polypoid game. 2 mining base to 3 mining base. Well, Kyrie was on his natural was almost mined out. That's all he had. His third was down to like 1 patch or 2 patches. I'm just talking about like overall mining. And Kyrie's vision is trying to keep range. Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, yeah, I totally understand that. And that's why, initially, that's why I'm saying, like, at first, I get it. But I feel like there is a point where you would be able to tell, I feel like. Like, I'm thinking of, like, the Polypoid game. Where the same game was over before it was. Yeah, initially, when I say things like the game's over, I'm just saying, like, it should be over. Like, if both players did everything, like, correctly from that point, the game would be over. I don't necessarily mean the game is completely over at our skill level or anything like that. Or like that people don't make mistakes. When I say it early, it's from my perspective, I feel like the game should be over if done correctly. But that doesn't mean that I think that they should leave at that point. I definitely don't think that at all. Like when I say, oh, I think the game is over or the game's over, I'm not thinking, oh, he needs to leave now. Like, not at all. Like, take the Crossy and DeWalt game, for example. We all thought DeWalt had, like, won the game from, like, relatively early on. And then we were like, oh crap, Crossy made a comeback and he's, like, way ahead, which means, like, oh, the game's over, he's, like, won the game. But then, like, DeWalt gets, like, DTs in, kills a bunch of drones, and all of a sudden it swaps back in his favor. So, like, yes, we say, like, so-and-so's winning, or so and so like won the game, but obviously I don't think that it's actually over and that he needs to leave right then and there. StarCraft is a game of comebacks, and that's why I'm saying I get it to a point like going for the comebacks and trying to win games that don't seem winnable. But when the game state is like the Polypoid game is the one that I'm referencing more than that last game. When Kyrie was on 60 supply and Ranged is on 200 with like 8 Reavers and a 5k mineral bank, then it's like, yeah, that to me feels like we know that we should have left a long time ago, because we see how many bases the Protoss has. When you're on like 3 base and the Protoss has like 7 or 8, you should kind of know at that point. Even with Hive Tech. Yeah, this is my input on it. CC coming down. I didn't really see the opening, wasn't quite looking, but our Nexus is like way ahead. Yeah, I didn't see what our openers were. To be honest, I think it's just Aussie being low-key BM. Didn't see the poly game. Yeah, no, I got you. And that's why I'm explaining it. I didn't figure you were here earlier. Like, that last game wasn't that bad at all. Like, not quitting when he didn't quit. We were more referencing the game before. But we're going in. We're doing this. Delaying this is like really huge, by the way. I really wish I'd like paid attention to the opener. Like, why our Nexus is so much faster. But this got delayed like a long time here. This is like really, really rough for Moonrai to start. Robo done, second gateway coming. Second factory just now coming down. With that like big delay, I wonder how Range is going to react to this kind of advantage here. Moon already tilted, I can tell. The thing is with like Moon, it's like dangerous to be like, okay, I got a big lead, let me like double expand or something, because Moonride just goes sometimes. SCV count's like really low. 11 workers on my main. Yeah, there's like a huge worker gap right now. So we got Reaver Tech coming down. Observers. Third base gonna be taken like relatively soon. You're impressed you got a second command center? You're how do I say this? He is doing it, this is what I'm saying, man. Like, no workers, just turn into like a 2-fact and go. Like, this is what I mean with like Moon. It's so dangerous to play your advantage sometimes, because you get an advantage and he just pulls the trigger randomly. I don't know if we have a Reaver out right now. Fine, kind of for both players there. Careful. Okay, nice. I think we didn't take damage there. Maybe we did since we're not unloading. Is it gonna work? Is the random... Okay, yeah, it didn't. Didn't think so. The random like push timings from Moonrai did. Get this Reaver back home, man. Dude, we just lost so many probes. And it ain't over yet. Get a big scarab hit at least. I'm telling you, this is like the Moonrise special. You hurt the guy and he attacks you for it. It's crazy. Like he takes it personal. Oh no, we interrupted that. We re-attack committed. Okay, we have lost a lot of probes, but here's the thing. I think we're still ahead on workers. I don't think we made like hardly any workers, like what, maybe a couple during that push. Now we're gonna have this Reaver in our base. Like 3 or 4 SCVs there, and guess that'll dud. Aaron may win. Doesn't look like it. Even though that was like a lot of damage, it's just we didn't have worker production going down behind it. And we don't have siege mode yet for the Reaver. Gonna be another dud, luckily. But even just like running around and doing this to like mess with mining and stuff is really nice. If I get this kill. 2 HP! Yeah, I mean this is crawling around and like stopping us from mining here is plenty of damage as is. In the meantime, we'll probably see... Well, we don't have a probe up here. I was thinking we might see a third Nexus come down here, but not really in position for it right now. Kind of recovering our probe count. Yeah, I feel like the push was actually pretty good. Like, it definitely caught him off guard and killed a lot of probes. The only reason I feel like it's not a better situation for Moonrise is because we cut so many SCVs to do the push, and then we also weren't making SCVs behind it. These idle SCVs is like, it's killing us when our eco's really low right now. Oh. Continuing to be annoying. Can kill some more probes. Just 2 probes. Okay, not bad. Could have got like 4 with targeting, but gonna go for this kind of shuttle drop here, and here comes another like, just go for it. We're just going for it. We got 4 tanks and a vulture. Sorry, and 2 marines. Drop comes in, he has double Reaver Rezealot. Pretty rough, we got like nothing to do with this. Dare I say, the game is over. Now, in Kari's defense, now that I'm thinking about it, Moonrai also doesn't quit for a pretty long time sometimes. This is definitely like normal for Terran players, and Kari is a Terran main. Sometimes. Yeah, maybe always. Love Snow does it too, man. I mean, I get it, because I started playing Terran, and especially in TVP, I'm like, well, I do have good upgrades. So maybe my 3 base versus the 8 base is still doable. What is... This one has 0 kills, and this one just doesn't have an indicator. Is it because we don't have Scarabs, so we technically don't have an attack or something? Like, why is that? Okay, yeah, as soon as the Scarab finished, it popped up. That's interesting. We learn something new every day, right, guys? I bet none of you knew that. We'll buy Snow and drop 8 Reavers in his main. Terran is the best to watch. I actually agree. I really like watching Terran players. I'm almost always rooting for Terran players. Maybe not in this case, because I actually like ranged a pretty good bit. But yeah, usually I'm rooting for Terran. But range is my buddy, so I guess if I like the Protoss, it's a little bit different. We did lead with our lowest HP shuttle. Oh, there's 4 Reavers. You said 8, we were halfway there. We actually got out of range of that tank as well. Look. This was like a bit of a throwaway, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, the hidden expansion. I don't hate it, but it's gonna get scouted right away. Definitely like hidden expos, and like you gotta go for like technically bad strategies in games like this if you want to try to make a comeback sometimes. I get it. I mean, that's how I win like all my PvPs. Lose the early game and then come up with some stupid strategy to come back from behind. Works every time. Because Protoss. Yes, that's a great example. A better example though, because like at least there was a fair amount of logic to like why I thought I could still win that game. A better example is the one where I beat Hawk PvP when I think we both went 3-gate, but my 3-gate was like worse because I don't actually even know how to do it correctly. And then he contained me on Apocalypse on like the low ground, got his expansion up and running, and then my thought process was if I try to play normal, it's like completely unwinnable. So I was like, let me cut every corner. And I'm just gonna go 5-gate Mass Zealot with the like 9-10 goons that I already had. I won't go Robo or anything like that. And if he doesn't go Reaver and he doesn't go DT, then I win. And then he didn't go DT and he didn't go Reaver, so I killed him. Is this viable? No, but I think this is the only win condition I could possibly have had, is for him to do stuff wrong. And I would never recommend playing that way. But sometimes you just gotta do it, man. Sometimes you gotta give it a shot. But a lot of times when I win games like that, I'm also embarrassed. Like, genuinely embarrassed. Or, like, ashamed. Because I understand what happened. It's no secret to me. What are we looking at? Moonrai. I mean, I guess the thing is, because we don't make any workers, we do have... Like, our bases don't mine out very quickly at all. So that's something, I guess. I mean, range can't really break this either. That's kind of the funny thing. We're gonna go into Arbiters. Maybe a little bit slow, but usually when you're doing shuttle stall, you're not like planning on doing Arbiters. But because Moonrai kind of went passive, like 0-0. I think this armory like just finished actually. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it just finished. Okay, we're gonna try and bust this. We got 4 shuttles here. We got storms. Okay. Really nice storms here. No more storms though. But we at least push this position back quite a bit. Kill the barracks. Actually, if he just goes with everything, he'd kill him. Is this a depot? I think we were killing a depot. Or a turret. I'm gonna try and take this base, but next like round of units here is gonna be able to break through. Storm on these weak tanks. Killed the CC. GG. And now it's range versus remap? Is that it?
Dude, you recovered so well from that, and I just don't understand how.
From my perspective, you killed a lot of workers, but you also weren't making workers, so you were actually still behind in workers after the push. Like, I checked after and you were still down like 15, 20 workers. Maybe not that many, but you were still down a decent bit. But it's funny because I even said it, like, while I was watching, I was like, alright, range did damage to Moonrai. And I was like, if he takes the 30, he's probably going to get punished because Moonrai will just randomly attack him. And then he did, and it almost worked. Slugfest. So who's last? It's remap, right?
remap.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
And it's Neo Dark Origin.
I killed so many workers, but it didn't matter.
What was the worker count after the push? Like the difference?
It was even.
Was it even?
It was 30-30.
Wow.
What's the next map?
I made round 1, Neo Dark Origin.
I'm gonna just watch the stream. GG's, guys.
GG's.
GG's.
Is Range gonna get his all kill? I like how the NAKR guys are just in their own chat instead. Messed
Yeah,
up.
what the heck?
It's so
You want the
racist. I don't even know if they still are, but I'm pretty sure they were. Remap and I know Remap and Lucky said they were earlier. All right, this is a this is a Protoss favorite map, and I personally use quotes because I feel like this is a Protoss favorite map in the early game. And then the like mid and late game, it starts getting kind of hard for Protoss, I feel like. I think it is a good carrier map, but I'm not really the expert on carriers. So I think if Toss gets to carriers on this map, it's actually really strong, but I don't really play carrier, so I don't actually know personally how good it really is. Like from the looks of it, it seems like it'd be pretty decent. There's like a good bit of high grounds and some like dead spaces and stuff. But the reason I feel like this map is like good for Terran, like mid-late game, if you don't have carrier at least, is okay, we're getting cheesy here. Is because once Terran gets control of the middle of the map, it just feels really, really hard for Protoss, because like you lose control of this space, you lose control of this space. And the other thing is, because it is like a two-player map without any other main bases, you really only get rallies coming from one point. One of the things for like the large like 3-player maps, 4-player maps, is having gateways like in the separate corners or the separate main spawns. So there's like multiple attack points that Terran has to like consider. When it's just one like this, like if the middle gets controlled here on the bridge, it becomes really, really hard for Protoss to play. But all that being said, it's not gonna matter. We're doing a proxy 2-gate here. Is it 2-gate? Yeah, I guess we're just doing one. We're proxying the 1 gate from behind. Also, ironically, because Remap went left here, he's gonna think that he just missed the probe coming across the bridge. If he had gone straight, he could have noticed that this probe came from a weird angle. But because he scouted for the gateway here first, he doesn't realize that this probe came from behind his base. So this is gonna be like a weird proxy position for the... I don't think this blocks anything, does it? This doesn't trap anything. Maybe he's planning on shield battery. But here, he sees us and he's like, oh, okay, I don't know where the gateway is. But he does know there's a gateway on the map. This pylon's a little weird to me. I think he's thinking shield battery. No? Okay, guess we're not. We didn't get the gas steal though. Two SCVs, lose the probe, just make a bunker. I kind of agree. I agree when it's like 9-9. Do you really want to bunker against proxy 1 gate though? I feel like no. Lose 1 marine. I mean, this is not great for remap so far. Factory's coming down now. It's not that bad though. It's only been 2 SCVs, right? This is really good drilling. Third SCV. Lost 1 marine. Fiber core's about to finish. Okay, it's starting to get kind of bad. This SCV at least gets away. We'll see. I mean, right now it's fine. Like, if more of these Marines don't get killed, then remap is fine. Ideally, like, if the Zealots are all gone and he's got like 3 or 4 Marines left over when the Dragoon comes out, then he's like completely fine. Another SCV is gonna go down. Dragoon's gonna come out before the Vulture's ready. We're bleeding off a lot of SCVs. But we have enough Marines to like deal with the Dragoon when it's out now. So at least we're not worried about that anymore. Got this bug here. Amazing, isn't it? Hate that bug. Those 2 Marines got stuck. But 4 Marines, Vulture's out. Totally fine. He's gonna realize this gateway's behind him. We did get the eBay block as well. Second gate here at home. Okay. Kinda has to do this because his units can only come from here. It's not great for defending yourself. I was gonna say, I kinda like just holding the high ground here. Oh, okay, this gun's gonna die. Tank should be popping pretty soon. This gun will die as well. Vulture got repaired. Gonna lose... nope, not gonna lose this SCP. So all in all, how do we feel about this? I feel like this is probably slightly advantage for range, or not range, but remap. Turn ahead? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Yeah, we're gonna get the faster CC as well. Yeah, range is... or sorry, I keep saying ranged. Remap. Remap is definitely looking pretty good. We're actually dropping another gateway and Robo before Nexus. So, what we are looking for is Reaver, I guess. Unless we're like rushing to Observer. He's the same turn as before. Yes, he's the one that played against Sorry, yeah, Vulture's in. Who did Remap just play against him? I'm drawing a blank. Was it Lucky? Oh yeah, that's right, it was Lucky, yeah. The other Protoss player. Okay, Vulture gets 3 probes. It's actually really nice. DC's gonna finish way ahead. It also got a full scout, which is like a big deal. We saw the Robo. We didn't see an additional attack yet. There it is. Robo coming down now. Support bay, rather. Yeah, so I figured if you see Robo before Nexus, it should be Reaver. And Ranged also really likes playing Reaver anyway. If they go Robo before Nexus and then go Observatory, this feels like super troll to me. But we saw somebody do that the other day and it just didn't make sense to me. To delay your Nexus that long just to get Observers out a little bit quicker. Like, you're going to be playing defensive anyway, so just position against the Vultures, I feel like, if that's what you're worried about. Like, I know scouting is good and all, but hurting your Nexus that badly, your eco that badly, just for the Observer doesn't feel worth it. In this case, when you're going like this, you're trying to get the Reaver out and you're looking to get some sort of damage at least to like make up for the slower eco. That being said, ranged supply is actually looking pretty good. Not like good, but I mean it's very playable for him for sure. We'll see what the Reaver can get done. Like I said, he did scout the Robo, so he is going to be prepping for it. We got the turrets coming down now. Academy coming down. I think some pretty good position here in the natural to protect the natural. The main is a little bit exposed, kind of. Does tank reach? I'm actually not sure. It's like very close. Oh, well, we just unsieged. Okay, that's kind of duds. That's really nice. Gonna be a full connect there on the tank. We almost lost the shuttle there. Be careful, dude. Okay, well, we lost the shuttle. Good pullback to save that tank. Kill the Reaver. I mean, this is fantastic for remap now. Repair tanks, we took basically 0 damage. Really, really good for remap here. Kill the probe here, see the timing of the third. Bought the goon count here. We'll lose 1 vulture. Going up to 5 factories here for remap. Getting +1. We'll see if he tries to take a third, or we're just going to do another 5 fact push here. It is going to be fully scouted here by range. I do think a push can be very strong here. We have like, yeah, we scan, I was about to say, our gateway count's really low right now, so it's going to scan and see it's only 2 gateways going up to 4. We have Reaver tech, but we actually don't have any additional Reavers coming out right now, it seems like. Third base is up and running, but yeah, we're going with the 4 gateways with no Reaver versus the 6 fact, so we're definitely going for it here. Range does spot everything, but we also have a lot of tanks left over from like earlier as well. We didn't really lose any tanks this time. Against Lucky, he did lose those 3 tanks against the DT drop. So he might have like a very strong +1 timing here if he decides to go for it. I can't imagine we're planning on a third, but that being said, sci-fi coming down. Second armory. So we do want to continue macroing it out. But we're gonna have like a really, really late third done. Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay, our +1 finished here and we're going to be moving out now. We'll kill a lot of goons here too. And like an observer died as well. I mean, we just killed a ton of goons for like almost nothing here. We have an additional shuttle out now. I mean, range taking a 4th. Because like this looked like macro play from what he saw. This is our CC here. Yeah. I feel like remap's like doing it backwards, right? Okay, now we're going. Okay, okay. I thought we were like positioning to take a third CC after that. But I definitely feel like after all those kills and like after the beginning, like everything's been going so well for remap. An advantage in the beginning. We killed all those goons. We killed the Reaver without losing like anything at all. We just killed the 2 shuttles. I think range is dead, man. Pushing across the bridges is kind of hard. But like, look at how much we have. House is dead, man. Super dead. I'm gonna go for this flank. Tanks are doing the siege on siege dance. And it cut off reinforcements, but we just don't have enough to hold like what's here. Like, I do like plays like this a lot of the time, but in this case it's just too much. And he is getting slowed down quite a bit by this, and it's messing with his push a fair amount. Teams are actually going to get into the main. The hero mine. Pop. I mean, this is annoying, but like I mean, range is still mining on 3 base right now. I just don't think he's going to be able to get enough. I mean, this is a lot of units that he's getting together here. I don't think he's going to be able to break this. But there is at least no reinforcements coming. I'm going to go for it here now. Yeah, I agree. Remap is taking a bit too long. He's still going to have enough to push back this wave. Killed all the probes here. This isn't mining here. But this is mining. But I don't think range is going to be able to break out of this position. Like, Terran's set up here. I think we have no upgrades on our ground. Probably +1 attack on the way here. Where's our vultures? Well, a lot of them died on that goon counter. The thing about like the counterattack, and I really like this play. Like, don't get me wrong. I think this counterattack's really nice. He went in and got some kills, whatever. But doing stuff like when you get between Terran's rallies like that, it's really good to use those armies to like cut them off and like pick units off, and then use it to like flank. In this case, I don't think it would have worked, because like the siege line was already like really strong here, and coming across the bridges like with only goons is really hard. But it is just something for like you guys in the future. Getting between Terran's armies so you can like crush from both sides and stop the reinforcements from them getting their death ball is like a really, really good play to make. Gonna go in here, probably the last hurrah. I mean, there's so many tanks left over. He's up to 1-2 upgrades now. He is hanging on because he's got this extra mining here. But I just don't see any way for him to break through this anymore. Remap to just scan it as well, so he's gonna go up here and kill this. But I think when that starts happening, range will go ahead and give up here. Does kill a few tanks with these Ella bombs. But yeah, he dealt with all the Protoss that got thrown at him in the beginning of the game. Pretty good. GG. Remap with the turnaround on the last game there.
Made many mistakes. Losing the Reaver and stuff.
Yeah, losing the Reaver like that definitely hurt a lot. Especially because we went Robo before Nexus and then kind of lost the Reaver for free.
Yeah.
It's hard to come back from that.
Sure.
So we got Super Ace.
Race.
Yeah. Do we randomize it?
Yeah, I think so.
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh, are you tired?
Me?
Or are you just low energy in general?
I'm always low in general.
Gotcha.
Get tired from life.
That's kind of a sad thing to hear.
It's actually, I hear that a lot, to be honest.
That it's sad, or that you're low energy.
Okay, it's Kava versus
Yeah.
Remap on Radeon.
Me versus who?
Remap.
Remap.
Not good. I don't like that map.
Good games, guys. Bring it home for us, Kava. I gotta go put my son to bed, so
Alright.
GG's.
jeez, jeez.
Do we have the map?
I don't. Yep, there's a Terran. Yeah, the Terran from last game's playing. It's gonna be a TVZ.
What?
All right. Like semi-casting, I guess. It wasn't really the plan. I was supposed to just watch, but I like watching and kind of evaluating a little bit. That being said, TVZ is not the most knowledgeable for me, but I will try my best. Alright, so we got close spawns, TVZ. So if I say anything wrong or ignorant, feel free to correct me. I'm just a lowly Protoss player. I don't know that I've ever watched Remap versus Kava. I know Remap, so Remap is really high A. I think maybe he's even been S rank before. And Kava is also a pretty strong, semi-consistently S rank Zerg. So this should be pretty high quality. But with Remap, I think his PvP is his worst. At least that's what he's led me to believe. I've watched him play one TVZ, and he actually looked really strong in it. He ended up losing, and I felt like it was because he just stopped making SCVs, and he just ran out of economy. But yeah, we'll see. I'm really interested to see this. So we're gonna get the hatch first from Kava. And these guys are in the same clan. I know they hang out a fair amount, so they probably know a pretty good bit about each other's play styles. May end up being a last scout here for Remap. The workers will cross paths. We'll see if he reacts fast enough and pulls down to the bottom left here. It was a 12 hatch, yeah. 12 hatch and then, I don't know, 12 or 11 pool, probably 11 pool, 10 gas. I wasn't really watching. think 12, 11, 10 is like relatively common. The workers run into each other here, and Remap actually does not turn around. I guess he thinks maybe this could be the first drone scout, but we turn around after it, not seeing the hatchery here. So gonna get a last scout. Yeah, Kava is usually pretty macro. Actually, is he ZVT? Exit was talking about how he does a lot of like heavy muta, so maybe he's like a little bit all-in-ish with the muta, I'm not sure. But I think he has pretty strong muta micro. Map once again inside to check the spire timing and the layer timing, but Kava's not gonna let that happen. But he is also seeing like the amount of lings and seeing that they're staying home at least, so looks like we cut a couple marines because we're only on 2 marines right now, or 3 marines. Looking to catch this ling coming out. Fire started here now. Second gas gonna come down. Ooh, sorry. With ling speed finished, that SCV is gonna go down. So we're not gonna be 100% on the muta timing until we scan. Or until they're in our base. Using this SCV kind of sucks. This is kind of what I mean, like we saw that the CC was idling a fair amount. And now we're going to be making scanners as well, so... Gonna cut another, I think it's like, what, 1.5 SCVs per scanner or something like that. So we're like barely money off of our natural right now. We have the bunker and we got the medics coming down. eBay is coming down now. Spire will be finishing relatively soon, so it seems like the timing's going to be pretty good for a remap here. Scans, checks the drone count. Kava, a little bit of panic, is going to make a couple... I say panic, but he sees like the stuff moving out. It's going to make a couple of sunkens here. This push out's pretty good just to kind of force the creep colonies. It's good for 2 reasons. Obviously, they're losing the drones, but they're also spending this money. So we actually stemmed and we're going to get inside. And Kava's actually in a lot of trouble. Like, losing these drones is so painful. I think we're just dead. Mutas are going to come out. I mean, I guess he lives. Actually, it's only 3 muta. Yeah, it's not enough muta right now. But we're not mining in the meantime. We did lose a lot of drones. Almost kills one of the muta here. I mean, remap is hurting so bad here now. Remap, I mean Kava, sorry. Kava's hurting really, really bad here. I mean, if we defend the muta like relatively well, then I really, really like Remap's position. Killed a lot of drones and did not mining here for a long time. Actually scanned and saw this base as well. Got definitely enough turrets. We got the bunker of marines in it. And I think when we kill this top base, I don't know how Kava wins from here. These 6 mutas are gonna have to get a ton of damage. He's rebuilding his drone count. There's another muta here to the turrets. One's at like 1 HP. Another muta goes down trying to get out. And this base is super dead. Supply looks relatively even, but I'm not sure why. I feel like remap is like insanely far ahead. I mean, I guess usually around this point in the game, like, Zerg is kind of close to supply. So being down 10 supply is, like, way lower than normal. We got 4 barracks production. Medics are not gonna heal these guys. In the main, kind of checking to see like if there's any hive or any like crazy tech going on, but I was pretty much just in recovery mode. Made a fair amount of drones, but we got like a lot of mutas here. I'm just gonna have to try to get a lot of damage done with these muta, but remap set up pretty good defensively. This muta came inside, but we have lots of turrets here. The bio ball's like kind of backing it here. Not really a good angle for him to get much damage here. No, I keep saying here, sorry. Okay, looks like a GG moment, yeah. There you go. Alright, that's gonna do it for K-League tonight. I guess Team Kyrie wins? I don't know who the team captains were, but yeah, Ranged and Friends lose overall. Okay, sorry. I am going to go to bed. This is like a little bonus stream, I guess. Unplanned. You feel smarter? It's good. I'm glad I could help. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. Like I said, I won't be streaming for a little while, but we'll see what we can. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I talked about it all earlier, so. You guys have a good night. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the games, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.